what a bounty hunter does is he collects people that don't pay their money. What do I mean by that? Let's say you go to jail and you get out on bond. That means that every month you have to go pay some money to your bondsman to keep you out of jail, because his job is to make sure that you turn up for court. If you don't pay your money, if you decide to choose your electric bill instead of the bond money, or this instead of the bond money, or that instead of the bond money, or if you lose your job, or if a virus hits and you don't have the money, well, the bounty hunter will find you, scoop you up, and take you right back to jail, and you have to sit there until your court date comes up. So that's who I ran into, and I'm going to leave it in the description. I'm going to leave my sources that I was telling this guy this information. So check out this adventure from Carolina, Fort Worth. Okay, so we're going to see how we can put money in people's books right here. Ooh, got a bounty hunter. You like picking people up and ruining their day, bounty hunter?
I'm sorry, you talking to me?
Yeah, I was talking to you. I was wondering how you like. Are y'all getting out? I said, do you like picking people up? Is that fun for you? It is? You like to ruin this lady's day right here? That feels good for you, right? Well, you know what? Maybe people don't have money to take care of stuff. Do you ever think about that? You know, people are one paycheck away from going bankrupt, even you. Channel, instead of arresting people, channel them into rehab. Take this money away from you guys and make it a mental health or a medical issue rather than a jail issue. Because really, who are they hurting?
And so, how come they don't take initiative on that? How is that my responsibility?
How come they don't what?
How come they don't take initiative on that on themselves?
Because it's an illness.
It's who?
It's an illness. Because it's an illness.
I understand that.
No, you don't. Because you wouldn't say you're glad that you picked her up.
I wouldn't what?
You wouldn't say you were liking your job to pick people up like this.
No, I know my job. I know what I do.
So you like it. You like doing this to people. You think that drugs is a medical issue?
I never said that.
I think it's a medical issue, so I don't know why you guys got to take her to jail.
Well, I'm not doing this based off of your opinion.
No, you're doing it. You're physically doing it. You're following orders, just like the Hitler's people did. Maybe you should have a little bit softer heart for some of these people that you pick up, because you said it was her fault that she had a controlled substance.
So what you're saying is I have harmed this lady in some type of way, correct?
What?
You're saying that I have harmed her in any way today?
That what?
You're saying that I've harmed her?
I didn't say you harmed her. Just by arresting her, you kind of have.
Have
You
I
know?
hurt you?
I'm not talking physically. I'm not talking physically, but now if she has anything, it's gone because you came to pick her up.
Because it's my fault, right?
No, I didn't say it was your fault. You're just part of the problem. It's the whole system's flawed.
Okay. If you really care about her, why don't you go post a bond for her?
Go post her bond for her? No, because the system's flawed. She's going to get picked up again. We got to change the system.
You're not doing nothing
I'm doing
about it.
something. I'm bringing awareness so people can change the system. Because this is wrong to be putting people like this in jail. They should be channeled somewhere else. It's that money that we're paying for her to be in jail, and the money you make, and the bond people make, and the judges make, and the police make. We could cut the people in this jail population in half. Most of them are in here for drugs and parole violations. About what?
Sex offenders.
Sex offenders? They need to go to jail.
You just contradicted yourself.
How did I contradict myself? I was talking about drugs. How is sex offender a drug addiction?
Because law enforcement is important.
I'm not talking. I like law enforcement. I just don't like these kind of crimes to be going to jail.
Okay, so how do you know or not know her charges?
Because you just said it's her choice to get the controlled substance.
That's not necessarily what I said.
Okay, well maybe not her, but I'm telling you, you're picking up people for things that should be medically rather than jail. Because even if people get clean in jail, when they come out, they hadn't had any kind of counseling or therapy, and they go right back to it. They might be clean when they come out.
That's not true.
That's not true?
That's not true.
Don't you think they need therapy and help?
My wife's actually recovered from cocaine.
Oh.
5 years.
Wow.
And
She didn't have
actually
any.
doing something for a living now, and she did that all by herself by finding Jesus Christ. Wow.
But she had other plans for this afternoon until you showed up.
I doubt it.
You doubt she was planning on? Oh, is she doing a walkthrough?
No.
Well, there you go. Society shouldn't care what we do to ourselves.
So you're telling me drug is it's what again? I'm sorry.
Drugs is a medical problem. Portugal legalized and decriminalized every single drug, and guess what? Their drug use went down.
So if you know a thing or two about the law, and you say drugs is a medical problem, what do you think about manufacturing and delivering? Not the person that's using it, but the person that's actually selling it.
What's wrong with that? Free world, right? Free economy. If we decriminalize it, there's nothing wrong with him.
Do you have grandchildren?
No.
You don't?
No.
What about children?
Yeah.
How would you feel if one of your kids accidentally took something that was illegal in the States?
Accidentally?
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 Yes, accidentally.
What could I do if it was accidentally?
So you wouldn't care about that?
Of course I would care. But if it's an accident, just like a car wreck, right?
But you said it's a medical illness.
It's a medical issue. It should be channeled into the medical part of our society, not the law
if you
side.
thought it was an issue just a minute ago, if it was taken by accident, you don't think there's
That's a
an
lot.
issue with
By accident, whoever let that
It's by
child,
accident. Is it
whoever
by
let that child take that, that's either a manslaughter. It could be a manslaughter charge or criminal neglect. But
they should be legal.
they should be decriminal. Well, what if they took Tylenol? That's legal. Duh. Same thing. Do you know that a lot of people are in jail just for probation offenses too? Probation offenses, because they don't have the money. They don't have the money to go pay their fees. So like, let's say you get out of jail and you have a felony charge and you have to go get a job. And you have to write, oh, I have a felony on the application. Okay. Your application is more than likely going to get overlooked. So it's going to take forever to get a job. Then they don't help you with Section 8.
No, there's definitely numerous jobs.
Okay. So they're living in a poor neighborhood. How are they going to get to that numerous job if it's across town? Second thing, they don't have a car when they get out, etc. How are they going to get to that numerous job? The only job is way over there that accepts felons. Then they can't get Section 8. They can't get food stamps, and they can't even exactly.
That's what's wrong with America.
And people don't know that.
Nobody takes initiative. Nothing's going to come to your hand and be given to you free. Okay. You have to work hard and dedicate yourself, your time.
And so then that guy does not have the money to pay his probation fee, and he gets picked up.
Figure out a way. You're an adult.
But what people need to know about it first.
About what? Consequences?
No, people need to know how the system works and why people go back to jail. Because they only go in the police court.
You commit something wrong, then you go.
No, it's not a choice. A lot of times it's race, and you should know that because you're brown.
Race?
Race. Blacks.
No.
Yes, blacks are.
That's true. That's true. There's a lot of racist cops out here. And I know exactly what you mean.
They only go into the black neighborhoods. They only go into the black neighborhoods for police.
They're only going to black neighborhoods?
Basically. Because they go where the crime is, right? Where's the crime at? The black neighborhoods. They don't. Do you see the people? Do you see them policing over in like where the mansions all are? Do you think there's not cocaine behind those mansion doors?
You know why? Because there's a lot of education invested into those communities.
Got it. Well, how come in the black neighborhoods the schools aren't as good as the ones in the white neighborhoods?
I don't know. You're
There you
investing your time
go.
on
There you go.
whatever you're doing.
Awareness. This criminal justice system is flawed.
And it all starts with education.
And awareness.
Come on, man.
Oh. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try to send some money to Jacoby Walker. Let's see how we can do this. We're going to see if we can send some money to Jacoby Walker.